You bought an electric car. Now you need to charge it at home. Sounds simple, right? But after researching dozens of EV charging setups and installation quotes, I found something frustrating. Most people either overspend by thousands on equipment they don't need, or they cheap out and end up with a setup that barely works. So let's break down exactly what you actually need to charge an EV at home, what the real costs are, and how to avoid the mistakes that waste money or leave you stuck with a slow charger. Here's the thing nobody tells you up front. Your car probably came with a charging cable. It's called a level 1 charger, and it plugs into a regular 120-volt outlet, the same outlet your phone charger uses. Technically, you can charge your EV with that. But here's the problem. It's painfully slow. We're talking about 3 to 5 miles of range per hour of charging. If you drive 30 miles a day and plug in overnight for 8 hours, you'll recover maybe 24 to 40 miles. You're barely breaking even. And if you take a long trip on the weekend, you'll spend days getting back to a full charge. So level 1 works if you drive almost nothing and have unlimited patience. For everyone else, it's basically worthless. That's why most people buy a level 2 charger. These run on 240 volts, the same power your dryer or oven uses. And they charge way faster, 15 to 60 miles of range per hour, depending on the charger in your car. Plug in overnight with a level 2, and you wake up with a full battery. That's the goal. But here's where people start making expensive mistakes. Mistake number 1. Buying the most powerful charger without checking if your car can even use it. EV chargers are rated in kilowatts. You'll see options like 7.2 kilowatts, 11 kilowatts, even 19 kilowatts. Higher number, faster charging, right? Not necessarily. Your car has a maximum charging rate. Most EVs can only accept 7 to 11 kilowatts from a level 2 charger. If you buy a 19 kilowatts charger but your car maxes out at 11 kilowatts, you just paid extra for power you'll never use. Before you buy anything, check wasted money. Mistake number 2. Not checking if your electrical panel can handle it. A level 2 charger draws a lot of power, usually 30 to 50 amps. If your home has an older 100 amp electrical panel that's already running your AC, water heater, and everything else, adding a 50 amp charger might overload it. You'll need an electrician to check your panel capacity. If there's room, great. Installation might cost $800 to $1,500. If there's not, you're looking at a panel upgrade, which can run $2,000 to $4,000 on top of the charger and installation. This is the hidden cost nobody mentions until you're halfway through the process. And if you skip the inspection and just install the charger, you risk tripping breakers constantly or worse, electrical fires. Mistake number 3. Going with the cheapest charger and regretting it. You can find level 2 chargers online for $300 to $400. But a lot of them are bare bones, no smart features, no app control, no scheduling. Why does that matter? Because electricity rates. If your utility has time of use rates, you're paying way more for power during peak hours, usually late afternoon and evening. A smart charger lets you schedule charging for overnight when rates are cheap. That can save you hundreds a year. A cheap charger without scheduling? You plug in whenever, pay peak rates, and never realize you're losing money. Spending an extra $200 to $300 on a smart charger pays for itself in the first year if you have time of use billing. Mistake number 4. Not thinking about future needs. Say you buy one EV now, but 2 years from now, your partner gets one too. Or you upgrade to a model with a bigger battery that charges faster. If you installed the bare minimum setup, you're stuck. It's way cheaper to install a slightly higher capacity charger now than to redo your electrical work later. If your panel can handle it, go for a 48 amp or 50 amp circuit even if your current car only needs 32 amps. Future-proofing costs maybe $100 to $200 more now, but saves thousands later. So what do you actually need? Let's build the right setup. Step 1. Check your car's onboard charger rating. If it's 7.2 kilowatts, you need a 40 amp circuit. If it's 11 kilowatts, you need a 48 to 50 amp circuit. Don't overbuy. Step 2. Get your electrical panel inspected. Know if you have capacity, or if you need an upgrade before you start shopping for chargers. Step 3. Buy a smart Level 2 charger with scheduling. You're looking at $600 to $900 for a good one. Brands like ChargePoint, Juicebox, or Wallbox are solid. Avoid the cheapest options unless you're fine with zero control. Step 4. Hire a licensed electrician. Install costs range from $800 to $2,000 depending on distance from your panel to the charger location. Get quotes from 2 or 3 electricians. Add it all up, and you're looking at $1,500 to $3,000 for a proper Level 2 setup. That sounds like a lot, but it's the cost of actually being able to use your EV conveniently. Cheaping out just means frustration or expensive fixes later. One more thing. Some utilities offer rebates for EV charger installations. Check your local programs before you buy. I've seen rebates covering $300 to $500 of the install cost. Basically free money if you know to look for it. Here's the reality. Home EV charging isn't plug and play. You need the right equipment, the right electrical setup, and some planning. But once it's done, you wake up every morning with a full battery and you never think about gas stations again. Next video, I'm comparing solar panels in hot versus cold climates. Because the data is counterintuitive and most people buying solar don't know this. Hit subscribe. See you tomorrow.